at the Brit Awards last year, and I ended up walking into Taylor Swift's dressing room and I met her and she was so complimentary and nice, and then I've seen her since post on social media and say that she loves my songs, and it's super surreal. Hi, it's Griff for Melty and Dalle. Je m'appelle Griff. My age is 21 and I am a musician. There's a big black hole where my heart used to be. I think I wrote my first song when I was maybe 11, when I was in secondary school. I grew up in church, so I was always around music. And I started playing piano maybe when I was 8, but I wasn't very good. My parents tell me I was terrible when I was a kid. I was going to school in the morning. I was secretly leaving school, getting on the train, going to work with random producers when I was 16. But I think it was when I got offered a record deal that I thought it was actually possible and I was gonna really do this. Asian culture and black culture you never really see come together very much. I always think that my black side has definitely influenced my creativity. My dad, raised us on a lot of black music. And my Chinese side, I think, taught me a lot of work ethic. My mum she was a refugee and she's made a life, for us out of nothing. So in that sense, I think I've really seen her work ethic and her ability to just climb and get things done, so yeah. I think my faith plays a big role in what I create. I mean, in my eyes, being a Christian, you have a relationship with the creator of the world, and so in that sense, when I create music, it's there's always a source of someone who is the biggest creator of all. So in that sense, yeah, I definitely think it plays a big role. But it doesn't necessarily mean that my lyrics or what I sing about is about God, but I think in my head, it's always very present for me. When it comes to writing music, there are artists that I love, that I look up to. I love Taylor Swift, I love Lorde, I love Whitney Houston and Stevie Wonder. And then lyrically, I always just try and write about what I'm going through and my own experiences. At the Brit Awards last year, the evening had finished and I was walking back to my hotel and my manager took me a different route. And I ended up walking into Taylor Swift's dressing room and I met her and she was so complimentary and nice, and then I've seen her since post on social media and say that she loves my songs, and it's super surreal and it's you could never explain it. I look up to her so much and I think so many younger pop musicians look up to Taylor Swift as a songwriter. I'm really proud of the mixtape I released last year. I think maybe a song called Shade of Yellow is my favourite. There's a light in your room and the lamp is a shade of yellow. I produced and wrote that just by myself, and I think that's quite a rare thing to see female artists do right now. I love it because it's super simple, but for me the melodies do all the work, and the lyrics kind of just talk about a really honest feeling of needing someone. And I'm really proud of the Brit Award that I got as well, yeah. I think my biggest hurdle was realizing that being a pop star is less about the music than you think, and a lot of it is about social media and being on camera and being a personality and all of that kind of thing, which I never really cared much about. So I think it's that hurdle of my love is music, but I think when you become a pop star or whatever, it becomes less about that, for sure. I would say just write more songs, say yes to everything, and you'll definitely find your way, for sure. I'm trying to write an album now. It's difficult because I'm touring everywhere. Next week I go on tour with Ed Sheeran as well, so that'll be exciting, for sure.